My name is Franz. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sensome. We have developed a sensor technology that allows you to identify biological tissues at contact. This technology we are integrating with medical devices to enhance them in their capabilities. And the first indication that we are pursuing is for the treatment of ischemic stroke. Basically, over the past 5 years, the treatment of stroke has been revolutionized by what is called mechanical thrombectomy, allowing to remove these blood clots mechanically, either using stent reverse or aspiration catheters. And what becomes apparent is that in order to get the clot out on the first try, you should actually know what type of clot you are facing, because the clots that are blocking these arteries can be red and rather soft or white and rather hard, and depending on the nature of the clot, you should be applying a different strategy to remove the clot. And depending on the nature of the clot, the strategy to remove the clot should be adapted. Today, the physician has no upfront feedback on the nature of the clot, and that's why he needs to revert basically to a trial and error approach, trying to get the clot out. And what we want to do with our smart guide wire Clotilde is to provide him with feedback on the nature of the clot so that he can then adapt. Because getting the clot on the first try basically means a better outcome for the patient, less complications, and a reduction of cost. So what got me started was actually through my thesis. My thesis, I was working on coronary stents and discussions with physicians, and what I was learning about stents during that time was what really spiked my idea initially to create a communicating stent. And that's what got me started. That was what set me on the path of wanting to develop a communicating implant initially with the sensing technology. With that idea, I basically submitted an application for the Concours Mondial d'Innovation, the World Innovation Contest in France, which we won in 2014, and that gave us a starting capital of 200,000 euros, no strings attached, that allowed us really to take off, create the first team, and start developing the technology. And during the development of the technology that was focusing especially on the sensing of different types of tissues, we actually realized that there are many more applications. And so in 2016 we reoriented the company from a communicating stent initially to this stroke application that I mentioned. Well, I mean, we are at the Tech2 event right now, so it's financing, of course, that I think is a major preoccupation of all CEOs. We are just about to close a round that will allow us to move into clinical and bring this product to market. Well, this realization that our technology can be applied to different medical devices is kind of what drives the vision. The vision really is to integrate the sensing technology into all kinds of medical devices where this technology makes sense. So what we basically enable medical devices to do is kind of become aware of their surroundings. And there are applications in stroke, cardiovascular disease, but also outside of that in oncology, for example, where we can detect tumor cells where this technology can be applied to. And so the vision really is to work with the large strategics that have different kinds of medical devices and bring this technology to their devices so that they can then bring it to patients. And that way the idea really is to touch the lives of millions of patients and all kinds of indications with this technology.